What is up, everyone? Howdy, howdy, howdy. And welcome. This is a modified version of Chewing the Fat, I guess. Since we didn't get to do one Thursday, I'm guessing we're live. I don't have any other means of finding out except for when Amber gets here.
Here. Oh, sorry, I forgot to invite you.
Huh?
I forgot to invite you.
So are we live?
I don't know, are we?
I think we're live.
This is really uncomfortable.
I can see you.
Sure.
What is up, y'all? And like I said, I finally got a new phone.
Amber can't turn hers down. Okay.
I finally got a new phone because I dropped mine at work and busted it after almost 6 years. 6 years of having that phone. So it finally went. Hi, hey, I got someone to say hi. Come on in here, Karen. Let's see if we can get you right there. I know we can. Yep, there you are. Guys, this is Amber's Aunt Karen. She lives in Rome Mountain. She was hit with the flood too, and had a house down on your, or had a house, had a tree down on your house. So, but yep, and this is one we found on our prayer list with stage 4 lung cancer. And how are you now?
Good.
She's done good.
Good. God bless me.
God has blessed her very much, and we're thankful for that. Thankful for the prayers. Don't stop praying. Keep them coming.
Yes, thank you very much. And I want to tell you all, thank you for everything that you did for me. And I wanted to say hi, and I'll let them get back with you. I ain't very good on this.
That is Aunt Karen.
Nice meeting you.
So we're doing the camera part with my new phone. So Amber's gonna have to read chat, keep up with that, and know how Amber is with chat.
There you go. You can have that one.
Let's say who all's in here right quick before we get started. And guys, we really appreciate y'all coming by. We appreciate the prayers most of all. You know, they were really felt, have been felt, are still being felt. So when I say, I can't click on you and pull you up because evidently this is Amber's phone. There's my phone. I don't have no setup. I don't have sound effects. I don't have, it's like starting all over. So, but we will say hello to Lorraine. We're traveling with special abilities. What's up, Lorraine? What's up, Carol? Don't put nobody time out. What's up, Miss Mallory? Welcome in, welcome in. Miss Diane, what is up? There's Blaine. Diane, even though I have spoken to them many times since, it will hit different tonight just seeing them. We shed a few tears Sunday afternoon when Scott called. Guys, we've shed tears ever since Friday morning. Yep. What's up, Lily? Welcome in, welcome in. Life with the Mountain Folk, Fred and Connie, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Paul Vines, PSB, Odyssey, 74, that's where I put it this morning. What's up, Miss Misha? Misha, I texted you back.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, but that is, I mean, words can't say thank you enough.
My phone will die. It's at 5%.
What is up, Darren? A moment in the word. Welcome in, welcome in. Megan Edgeworth, welcome in, welcome in. What is up, Amy Amethyst Hayes? Welcome in. What's up, Jimmy? And Connie.
Mm-hmm.
You can speak too.
Hi, Mama G.
What's up, Mama G? Welcome in, welcome in. I said hello to Paul.
I'll pay you no mind.
We say hello to
You
Paul
take
again.
forever.
What's up, Sandra Hawkins? Family Adventures. What's up, Danny D? Welcome in, welcome in. And Lily. Amanda just chilling. What is up? What is up? Mr. Willie, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Roxanne. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, Roxanne.
He's good, Megan. We checked on him twice now.
Cornfed Life, welcome in, welcome in. What's up, buddy? Thank you for being here. What's up, Gypsy? That would be Tammy. Those are gorillas. Yes.
I kind of figured that.
What's up, Lorna Smith? Welcome in, welcome in. And what's up, Sharon at Cruising Scene? Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Pam? PB is in the house. What is up, Jeff and Tootsie? Welcome in, welcome in. And I am at the bottom of the chat.
Holy macaroni, it's
Just
a
like that.
miracle.
But I didn't read no. I didn't read anybody's comments.
I was reading kind of.
So we're going to stop right here and say any questions you have. Any questions you have for us, put them in right now because I can start reading comments. Because if I read comments, we checked on. I've been to Kenny twice now. I went and checked on him. He's doing good.
And then we figured out that he could connect to Starlink where he's at because we connected to the Starlink where
The
he was
only
at.
problem is his phone's dead. But
And he's trying to figure out how to charge
trying
it.
to figure out how to get power to charge it. We would have brought Kenny back to mom and dad's with us because that's where we're all bunkered down. But with Mason and Alicia's situation, and we'll get into that, there's just no room. I mean, we are in Garden City Beach, South Carolina, right down below Myrtle Beach, Myrtle's Inlet, basically pretty close to where we're at. My mother-in-law, Amber's mom, had already had she's had this rented for what, 2 months?
Longer than that. It's been a while.
Longer than that. This is their vacation. And she lives in Rome Mountain right down below Karen, who just came in and said hello. And the plan was we were supposed to come down Saturday morning and stay to Tuesday. Leave Tuesday morning early so Amber could get back to work because she was going to take off this upcoming weekend so we could go to Pigeon Forge. That was the game plan. Well, her mom, like I said, she's already paid for this beach house that they rented. So as quick as they could get a road and trees cut out of their road and safely get out of their house, they came on down. And I'll get to why we're here as the story goes, but I want to start from the beginning. So if we don't have any questions.
Jeff, are you home?
No, Jeff's still in
He
Alabama.
has power. That's all I see.
Jeff, you have power. You're a lucky dog.
Yeah. And guess what? Actually, I took 2 showers today.
Guys, I still haven't shaved.
I did. Very much needed.
I haven't shaved yet, but I do have razors and stuff ready to shave. So let's go. We'll start with Wednesday. This is before Helene even came on shore. We got rain Wednesday like crazy. It had already started washing our driveway by Wednesday afternoon. And me and Eli's game got canceled. He was supposed to play Wednesday. JV football Wednesday, varsity football Thursday. They canceled that. We picked them up off the bus Wednesday evening. They said they're done canceled school for Thursday and Friday of this week. I looked at Amber and I said, well, we need to go out and pick some stuff up. And we went to Walmart. We went and got something to eat. And then by the time we got home Wednesday night, our driveway was already washing. We already had ruts in it. I'd say half a foot deep. And I told Amber, I said, we need to get your car to mom and dad's. So me and Amber took her car to my mom and dad's. And
Very carefully with lots of prayers because
we did, it was still had drug one time, but this is Wednesday. This the bad part ain't even, I mean, it's still churning down in the Gulf. And I get my dad's Dodge Dakota because it sets a lot higher because I had to work Thursday morning. And we come back home and it rains all night. Pours the rain nonstop all night.
Sounded really good on my tin roof, but
I get up at 5:30 in the morning. They asked me to work at 7. And I'm looking down the driveway and I called my dad and I said, Dad, these gullies are now 1.5 deep, a foot wide. Hey, Miss Virginia, I said, your truck will probably make it. I said, but I can't afford to put an axle in your truck right now. I said, so I'm just going to walk to your house and go to work because I don't want to take a chance of breaking an axle in your truck or popping a tire or something. And he said, that's fine. He said, just do what you got to do. And so I went to work Thursday. It rained all day Thursday at work. I mean, nothing major. And come home Thursday evening. When we left work, they told us they shut our plant down Thursday evening. This is a major quartz producer in Spruce Pine. And the quartz is what goes into all the computer chips. That's what everybody's kind of panicking over right now. But they shut our plant down Thursday evening. They said, look, go home, take care of your family, take care of your property. We will see you when this mess is over with.
That's so Misha said in my Scottish voice.
What's up, Gary, with 2 R's here?
Mhm.
What's up, Gary, with 2 R's? You don't have to say hello to these people, Amber,
Hello, people.
when they come in. So Thursday evening, I get home. We still got Amber's car out. Everything's great, but we can't get Amber's car back in because by this time our driveway's still washed. We're probably 2-foot gullies now, 2-foot ruts, foot wide. And I tell Amber, I say, you meet me at Mom and Dad's. So the boys go get the 4-wheeler to bring her down. I said, we'll run out and get some stuff that we need in case if we have to seek shelter at the house for a day. A day. So we go out and we come back, and me and Amber rides the 4-wheeler back home. We go to bed Thursday night.
We did a lot of praying
You
Thursday
can
night.
hear the rain
A
on the
lot of
you can
praying.
hear the rain on the tin roof, but it's not because they didn't take our roof out. They just put the tin roof on top of the roof we had without having to take all the shingles and everything up. They said it was just extra insulation, extra. So there's like a sound barrier there, but you can still hear it. And I would wake up every little bit and you could hear the rain. And then about 1 a.m. I woke up and you could start to hear the wind. At 3:30 Friday morning, I woke up to what sounded like, I mean, the wind was, I've never heard wind like this. And I get up and I go and look out because we still got power. I mean, TV's still
But
on.
it sounds like a train.
No, not yet.
Oh,
This is 3:30. This here's before Amber gets up because I don't know what happened at the 4 o'clock hour, the fourth watch but at 4 a.m. Guys, whenever they say that a tornado sounds like a train, where I work, we have a rail line that runs by because we load our quartz into rail cars. I've heard this train come by wide open while I've been loading trucks. It sounded exactly like that. That's the only thing I can compare it to. That even at 4 a.m., the house goes dark. I try to look outside. You can't see anything because it's dark. I go to lighting candles. The boys are asleep, so I go through and look at all the rooms and make sure nothing's poking through the ceilings or.
definitely, Mr. Billy. Definitely louder than my farts.
Yeah. You got some. I mean, it's not really loud, but they're really. But
Anyways.
at 4 a.m. I go and I get back in the bed and I say, God, watch over my family, protect those that are in the middle of the storm, protect those that are around about us. Lord, just put your hand over top of us. And how I doze back off, I don't know. But at 7:30, I wake up. The wind's still crazy, but it's daylight and I can see. And I go to the kitchen and I look out our kitchen window and I see 2 trees laid down across our driveway where the light pole's at. So I said, well, I know what's happened to the power. All you can see was just those 2 trees.
Which is this is your name. You took to me.
I can't sleep just about to anyway. If it's in between my feeding cycle, it is.
Yeah, he's like an infant. He eats every 2 hours.
But so I go and I open up the front door. And when I open up the front door, only thing I can see is 4 uprooted trees. And our thumbnail is one of those pictures of the 2 red oak. And we've got video, we've got pictures. Just like I said, I have no way of uploading. I don't have my computer with me or anything. We're down here to
Shower.
shower.
Enjoy power.
But I stick my head out and I look, and I mean, you can see trees over here, trees over there. And I call my dad because we still got cell service. I call him and I said, Dad, you're not going to believe what has took place up here. He said, how big is it? And is it on your house? And I said, no, there's nothing on the house right now. He said, well, get your hind end in your house.
Get them crazy boys in the
You
house.
do not let them young'uns outside because the woods is the worst place to be right now. He said, this stuff's supposed to be out of here by 1 o'clock today. He said, then we can get out and start assessing the damage. So we go back in and listen to the wind.
All
And the
we hear
rain.
is popping and cracking trees everywhere.
I mean, it sounds like shotguns going off. These trees just popping.
When I tell you those tree roots that was uprooted is bigger than me and Scott standing side by side, and that's pretty large.
That's a root. That's not
I mean, it is.
the ball, man.
There's no possible way we could have fit our arms out together and touched how big these trees was.
So Amber goes back to bed. You talk about somebody sleep to it. I finally tell the boys at 1 o'clock, I say, the wind's died down. It's still a little breezy, but the winds have died down. I said, let's try to get a 4-wheeler to Mom and Dad's and just see what. But back up right quick. Before that, I was texting Blaine and Darren and Paul Vines. And because Blaine was sending us pictures of his, and I sent them a picture and a text right after it. And then I went to send the next text and I hit send. And at 9 a.m. was when our cell service went because I got the spinning wheel at 9 a.m. And so me and the boys would go out at 1. We put on all of our garb and muck boots. And when I go outside, I mean, it just baffles me. So I go back in to get Amber up. I say, Amber, you've got to come see this. We had 10 trees fall at our house. I mean, just like within distance of our house. Out of those 10, 8 of them were red oak. 2 of them were white pine. Anyone that knows white pine knows that they're the most flimsiest tree in the forest. I mean, they snap at nothing. The tops break out of them. 10 trees. 8 of them hardwood. Red oak, an oak tree with green acorns. That was, I mean, they were loaded.
They made a perfect circle around our house.
4 in the front, 4 in the back, 2 on each side. A circle around our house. Looks just like someone had laid their hand over top of our house and then they just started falling.
We did lose a building.
But that was after Amber came out because I hadn't even got down that far yet. I mean, I'm still just in like shock that everything that fell just perfect to where it wasn't on the house. Some of them might even brush the house as they fell. I mean, just barely a leaf, but they wasn't on the house. They wasn't on a vehicle. I have a building that sits down below the house. We keep our lawnmowers, weed eaters, our camping stuff. I had a tote.
20 years worth of his collectible Carolina stuff.
I had a tote that before we had the boys, I had a man cave. I called it my Carolina room. And where I'd coached football and basketball throughout the years, at banquets, the teams, they would either sign footballs or there'd be a picture took. I mean, after a game that a parent would take when we were all talking to them and they'd all signed it. And that tote was now laying in the woods down below our house, strode out. Some of the stuff I can salvage, but the pictures and stuff like that, newspaper articles, stuff like that, I can't get back. But that oak that fell on our building fell right in the middle of it and blew the back of it off. I said I got pictures and videos, but you can see the front of the building, the doors of the building, but then there's nothing past that. So me and the boys, we get out and we can't go down our driveway. There's no possible way. So we go behind our house over to the prison road, get on the main road and ride it down to the very top of where you come into our house. And we still can't get to mom and dad's because there's trees laying down there. So we go back home, we abandon the 4-wheeler and walk to mom and dad's. And me and dad gets chainsaws, cut our way back up to our house so we have a way in and out with the 4-wheeler so we can feed Brody and Sebastian. Load Amber up, load up enough clothes to make it a day or two, and went to mom and dad's.
Where the fun began.
We get to mom and dad's and this is still Friday. Hadn't heard from Macon and Alicia. No cell service, no way of getting a call out, no way of getting a text out.
No way of getting to them in a vehicle.
Mom and dad's driveway's gone. The creek, I mean, it washed their driveway. So me and dad starts working on his driveway. The main goal for Friday is to be able to get a vehicle, make it passable just to get a vehicle in and out. That's it. We get to doing that, Amber starts running low cigarettes. And as bad as we want her to quit smoking,
That was not the time. Not the time to quit smoking.
we're not going to do it in a natural disaster when I have to be stuck with her. Now, if she was on the island by herself, that'd be perfect time. But not when I have to be with her. No. So I get Dad's other 4-wheeler, the brute force,
Yeah.
and the store at the top of our road is open. There's no power, cash only.
Gotta use flashlight.
And luckily, thank God, we had $10.
We never carry cash.
So Amber and I will get on that 4-wheeler, go to the top of the road, get her a pack of cigarettes, pay with cash because it's cash only. And the woman that runs the store says that she can't get home, so she's going to be there all night. If anybody needs anything, come. And I mean, no matter what time it is, knock on the door. She'll come and unlock it. You can come in with a flashlight. And once everybody had what little bit of cash they had left, then the stores around here, not just that one, but other ones, started a charge on good faith. Because, I mean, nobody carries cash anymore. People had things, we had prepared for a day or two, but once everybody started waking up Friday morning and saw what was going on, this ain't a day or two.
Hold on, time out. Lorraine, I'm not sure. I haven't been to work since Wednesday. But the nurses I've been in contact with there says there's no power, they're having to run generators. There's no room at the funeral homes for anyone that passes, they're having to put them in body bags and store them outside. But they do got plenty of food and they are running generators for power. Hi, babe.
Here's Aiden.
They've been out with mom.
Yeah, they've been out with Amber's mom.
But I haven't been to work since all this. So,
But, they, that's the thing. Storing bodies in a building outside because, they don't, but we didn't get this information till later, Amber.
sorry, I had
No.
to into that.
No one knows what's actually going on at Greens. Hello, Michael Ann. I saw where you come in. Nobody said it. Amber didn't say hello. What's up, Jeff, the Gypsy, and the Banana Gorilla? What's up? What's up? So we're at Amanda's, and we just got Amber a pack of cigarettes. We come back down, and
Travis was Chris. Hi. Travis was Chris.
what's up, Chris? Welcome in. Welcome in. Alicia's dad comes down our driveway and asks if we've heard from him. We said no. We'd love to know how they are, but we haven't heard anything. And he's out, so he says, "All right, I'm gonna ride up there and check on him." And he's been gone a while. And we get ready to go back. Amber says, "Let's ride out," because they just live out the road from where my mom and dad lives.
You know that I can't say that.
What's up, Valhalla? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Yep, sure.
So we ride out to my sister-in-law's mom and dad's house just to see if he come back, because he said, when I come by, instead of having to get out and walk up the driveway to where we're at, he said, "I'll just blow the horn, give you a thumbs up." And we thought we might have been working and missed it. So we went out there to check and see if Mason and Alicia had got there, and Chad wasn't there yet. So
Close, Megan. Aiden is Ayden, but very close.
we did check on my aunt and uncle because they live close to where Alicia's parents live. We come back home, and as we get home, I see Alicia standing in the driveway. Chad's back. Mason and the girls are with him. And as we get close to Alicia, she just starts breaking down. I mean, she is bawling. And she said, "We lost our house in a mudslide." And they haven't officially lost it because the insurance company will have to come out and do their thing. But the garage is up against the house.
In the house.
Which knocked the house off of its foundation. And Alicia has a video out that has went viral. It's a TikTok short. If I had any way of putting it in, because it's already at one point, I think it's got like 12 million views. She has already interviewed for ABC News. And her and Nathan have an interview in the morning at 8 a.m. with Fox News. So this video's, I mean, it shows the mudslide that pushes. They had like 2 or 3 mudslides. The ones were smaller. Nathan said you could hear them. And they said that
Their cars was behind the building.
when we would hear one, we'd run in the house. And he said that the 2 that came, he said we were trying to throw what stuff we could in a bag to leave. He said, and then the big one happened. He said, you could hear it start up on the mountain. It's roaring. And you could see the trees start as it's coming down. And they pick the girls up, throw them in the house. They run in the house. And then when the garage comes down and hits their house, they try to open up the front door and get out. Well, it's knocked it off the foundation. The door's jammed. They're panicking because, I mean, the mud's still coming. So they open a window. One of them gets out. The other one throws their 2 girls out the window to them. Then they climb out. And they go down to the bottom of the road and sit at the foot of the cross. But here's the thing. Their neighbor, her husband passed away. And my dad made them a cross. Huge cross. And wrote his name on it. And they put it up on the hill across from their house. And his ashes are at the base of that cross. And they've got a bench that you can sit on. And Alicia and Nathan and the 2 girls sat on that bench at the foot of that cross because it was up on a hill and watched stuff.
Hey, give me a second. I won't be able to read comments for a second, but I'll get it and post the link, okay?
And they watched their swing sets, their trampoline, everything but their vehicles go floating by. And they get up there, and she's got a 2019 Kia.
Yeah.
My brother's got a 2016 jacked up Chevrolet truck. And they moved it for some odd reason. They moved it to the front of the house. And he's got a little old Subaru work car. And whenever you get Alicia's TikTok, if you want to go see, because she's got videos, or she's got pictures on her TikTok too, their cars, but it's totaled. Her 2019 Kia. It took his Subaru, mashed it up against hers, busted the windows out of it. Mason and Alicia has got the worst loss, property loss. Let's get property loss. Because Friday evening when we were down there working, Mason was helping us because he was there, and he's heartbroken, and my heart still breaks for him. I mean, that Mason said everything you worked for gone just like that. I said, Mason, I said, digging the road out of the ditch and throwing rocks out of the ditch is one thing. I said, at least we're not having to dig 4 graves, 2 graves, 3 graves. God's blessed us. You know, everything, it does suck if you lost your house, but all of that's replaceable. Can't replace you, those 2 girls, Alicia, Mom and Dad, they're fine. And that night before we went to bed, we all got in the living room. We thank God for watching over us. It wasn't a prayer for help us with this, Lord. Help us with that, Lord. Sorry. You want to finish, huh?
You got this.
It was just to say thank you. That's all we wanted to do. But then Saturday comes, and we get more of the road took care of, so we can finally get more vehicles out. Get Dad's generator, and then you start hearing stories. No gas here, no gas there, no. Sunday, we finally go to Johnson City. Me and Amber does. We find gas. None of the boys, they went with us. We find gas, get some more supplies. Went and saw Kenny. That's Monday, what? No. That Sunday, we come back and told them, said, yeah, you can get across the state line. The word was they wouldn't let nobody in or out, but you can get out of North Carolina into Tennessee and come back, but you can't come from Tennessee into North Carolina with Tennessee plates. Because North Carolina, the western part of North Carolina, looks like a third world country. There's still people stranded right now. There's we were told it would be 2 weeks before we got power and a month before we got cell service.
So before we came to the beach, we went home to pack our clothes and realized out of all of this, we forgot about everything in our freezer,
We threw all that
everything in our
stuff out.
refrigerator, and it had thawed, and it.
Nathan and Alicia does have Starlink, and they've been going home and getting some of their stuff. That's why, and bringing it back to Mom and Daddy's. And it's just overwhelmed. And Kenny is safe where Kenny's at.
Yeah.
Kenny has neighbors. I didn't know that Kenny's neighbor because I've never really met him. I worked with her at Ethan Out before. So they're all doing like a community potluck of the evenings with grill. And the fire department's coming by. The fire department come by and brought Kenny a case of water and some canned stuff. And I told him, I said, Kenny, I'll get you some more water. I'll get you, I said, what do you need? He said, vein of sausages, sardines, crackers. So, but the,
Oh,
they do have a generator hooked up. Come over and say hello. Come on.
I'm not a talkative person.
Well, Karen, they won't bite you. Let's see. You probably ain't got nobody in here watching.
Nobody. We talk to ourselves on occasion.
This is our mother-in-law.
My
Sit
mother.
back here, me. There you go. You'll see yourself pop up on your TV here in just a minute.
Mm,
There you are. She's one that had the beach house. She's had it for a while. I mean, this wasn't the flood cause. This is your vacation.
yes,
And
first one in 2 years.
so thankful that they told us to come down. And Monday when we got dug out, we did. The first shower I've had since Thursday was last night.
Yes, it was great.
And I know I smelt you when you come in. But this is Amber's mama Pam.
I had their towels and everything ready.
She did.
She said, get your butt in there and take a shower.
You can believe now.
Okay.
This the one that didn't get to see you at the cookout. That's Amber's mom.
Nice to meet you guys.
Just don't starve yourself. It's fine.
Yeah.
And
You can go back up and read it that way.
You got my charger?
Yes, no, I got it.
can you pull the chat up so I can read it? Ada, can you? Because Amber's messed her phone up now. I ain't can read the
I
chat.
can't read nothing. My phone won't do nothing.
But is that Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
Bobby, you gonna say hello? Hey, that's her,
Come in here and get
that's her
on.
stepdaddy. Stepdaddy Bobby. But
I'm almost there. Almost. Almost.
Got it, folks.
he's going back outside. Everybody a little camera shy. But and then Monday we finally get out and get to go see Kenny. I am on my way to our church because I heard that it got hit pretty bad.
Hold on to that. I got us nets and a bucket for fishing. Really? Yeah.
But no,
We'll go
no,
fishing.
no. Monday
Anyway,
we go out. It's Amber, Alicia, and me. Because we hear Walmart's open, so we go to Bakersville. We check on Kenny. Alicia has to get enough service, put an address change in for her Starlink that they brought down. And then Tuesday we come back and we finally get Starlink Monday. And I finally get a call. I called Blaine Sunday when we were in Johnson City trying to find gas. I finally get a call out to Blaine and tell him to let everyone know that, we're all right, the situation of what's going on. And, but Monday we finally get Starlink connected to where we can kind of be in touch with the outside world. So we can text and do Wi-Fi calling as long as the generator's running. But here's the thing. We don't know how much gas. We don't know how soon we can get gas. Right now, Mom and Dad's got gas.
I finally got that link.
Amber's got gas too. And Walmart a few minutes ago.
How thank God you did.
Oh my Lord.
Thank God you got past that one month.
Up at the house? Yeah, we to pass the time we've got games and
No,
stuff.
no, before that.
What?
what you did for the bill to get water?
That's an Amber story. We ain't got time for Amber story tonight.
Do it. Hell.
But when we have the videos and we get home and everything, don't let me forget the Amber story.
Some shrimp. I was going shrimping.
If you guys want to go walk, boys, go. But Mr. Willie, don't let me forget Amber story next live. But we wake up Tuesday morning. I want to go to the church and see how it is. We've got Kenny's supplies with us, so I say, hey, Mom and Dad, they haven't left the holler. So I tell them, I said, you want to ride with me over to check the church out? I said, I need to run by and drop a piece of supplies off to Kenny. and tell him it may be 2 or 3 days before I can get back to him. But at least we know that he'll have this in the fire department. So they say, yeah, we'll go with you. And we turn up our church, and there's three,
Don't take them yet.
there's 3 bridges that we have to cross to get to our church. We get to the first one and can't go any further. They're cutting trees up, and they say that they might have the road cut out, but it'll be later on that evening. So we can't wait.
Look at the picture forge.
Yeah, meet up.
Well,
And we still got things to do at home.
Brody and the kitty cat are going stir crazy. When we were packing our clothes, the cat kept jumping in our suitcase, and Brody was chomping at the bits to give us all hugs. But
So we get back home after we go and check on our skinny and stuff that gets to the church. At this point, we've been there since Friday. This is Tuesday.
hey, where's our food at?
You get that many people in a house, the house starts to get small. Amber says, look, mom's at the beach. We've done all we can do here. We've got the road plenty enough passable now, all the way from my grandpa's house out.
Okay.
Said, yeah, I text Dan earlier.
Well, you don't take it.
But Amber says, there's nothing else we can do. Let's pack our bags and go to the beach. So we got down here at a little after 12 a.m. this morning. I finally took a shower. And that brings us to today.
Gary Taylor says, what organization can we donate to that will do the most good and help the most people? The church we can't get to, but
We're going to have to set up a GoFundMe for our church or something because
the news we have got is there is mud.
there's 2 foot of mud and water in the basement of our church. It did not get in the sanctuary. I did talk to someone that laid eyes on it because I was told that there was mud in the sanctuary, but no, it's all in the basement.
Megan,
There's a couple windows busted out in the basement.
remind me when we get done to send back some videos of downtown where we eat.
Where we eat at Hef's
Yeah.
with Meg and Paul when they come up for the
They
shindig.
do have power, Lily, but it's just when they're running the generator.
Yep. And like I said, we don't know. We had to go to Johnson City, which is
And
2 hours
gas
away.
is so hard to find.
to get gas. Had to go 2 hours away to get gas. So we just run the generator a couple, 3 hours in the morning. And we can do the coffee pot and let the freezer and refrigerator get real cold. And then about a couple, 3 hours at night to do the same thing. That way we don't lose none of our food. But Hef's, Paul and Meg, the place we eat Friday night. The river come up to there, busted out the windows, and there's a lot of the businesses. After we got through eating, we walked downtown. There's a lot of those businesses that have already said that they just can't afford to start over from scratch. So this is going to impact a lot of businesses, a lot of people.
Who knows when the mines is gonna get like.
Who knows? Yeah, when I will get back to work, and that's what everyone's panicking about, because the work I do is I mine for quartz, and the quartz that we mine out of spruce pine is the purest in the world. And guys, you can go look this up on the internet. I'm not. So everyone's worried because all of the computer, all of your technology, your cell phones, anything in the hospital,
Yes, Mr. Bill.
runs off of these computer chips that they cut out of crucibles that the crystal, the quartz, and the mountains make. And we load trucks, but we load some of it on rail cars too. And the railroad CSX that runs through Western North Carolina follows the river. And that track has been took out. It may be months, a year before they can get the railroad restored. Not only is it going to hurt us with the income that, my job would have for us coming in, but it's going to hurt everyone eventually, because these computer chips that they make those quartz out of is, all your fiber optic cables, all of your solar panels, It all comes from courts. I don't know when we're gonna be able to get that back out.
My money's on blank.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's talking to herself, but, Amber, we do have a PayPal link.
That's what I'm talking about. Blake said it's what's gonna get me for this.
Misha has already sent way too much. We haven't even started on our road. It washed the culvert out at the bottom of
The
it.
culvert at the bottom of our road, we could lay down in and stretch out and you could drive a car through the culvert.
But
It's
it-
completely gone.
It washed that culvert out, so we'll have to get it put back. The only thing we've been worried about is my grandpa, he'll be 91 in March, lives up above mom and dad.
I'll meet you halfway, Blake.
Uh, Being able to get him in and out, and Kenny, making sure we can get to him. And now that we've got a road in and out, even though we're having to stay with mom and dad,
And 10 people in one house,
it's a lot. That's the reason we're here.
and it's a lot. It's a lot for everybody. I mean, the girls are
Jeff.
confused and
Jeff, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but Hickory is close to the north where Jeff lives. That's where my parents, Mason and Alicia, went today to find a laundromat to wash clothes.
I did
They-
bring that with us.
The whites, the towels, because we've been washing off. I mean, we're not that hillbilly.
Let me tell you.
Wait.
No,
Amber,
let me tell you.
Amber can tell this Scott story in just 1 minute because I know the story she's going to tell. But we've been warming up water on a propane stove, which now we've got rid of that and went straight to the turkey fryer. But you just set the pot on there, warm your water up, and mom and dad has a shower in their basement. We can get inside the shower and we'll do your washing off there. But the whites, the towels that we've been using, mom and Alicia got out with Clorox and laundry detergent and a bucket, and they were hand washing them Monday morning
Just so
and just hanging them up just so we would still have towels to dry off with.
But the first night, my genius husband was going to warm a pot of water on the propane stove and he got it wet.
They got the propane stove wet.
You get the propane stove wet, guess what? It won't.
And I'm not gonna wait on it because I'm killed. I threw rock all day from the ditch
Yeah,
to the
we
road.
throwed rocks and throwed rocks and throwed rocks and throwed rocks and
So I said, I'm washing off and going to bed. I take the bucket
he says, Amber, come and help me.
and it's spring water. That's one good thing about Dad's water, spring water. His spring is full. So we can undo the pipe there where it's coupling together. You can fill up. That's what we've been flushing the commode with.
So cold.
We've been flushing the commode with. We've been cooking with. We've been washing with the spring water. So I got a 5-gallon bucket and it is freezing cold. And I say, I'm so tired at this point. I said, I'm just going to wash
I
off
can
the
do
bed.
it. I'm tough. I can do it. He says.
I'm ready to go to bed.
When I tell you he hit a new high.
I had a pot and I said, I dread this. I was dipping that pot down in that bucket.
Yep. Like, did you turn to Pentecostal?
I said, gosh,
He did.
I said, I dread this bad. It's going to be, oh my God.
And he was going,
It took my breath. It took my breath, and I had soap all over me, so I had to rinse off. So I was just pouring it on me
Good night, Megan.
and jumping around. And it wasn't. I'd say we're close to the hour. Yeah, we're getting close to it. So, but Kitty's fine. Mom and Dad's fine. My grandma, grandpa, the preacher and the wife, fine. My grandpa that lives above us, fine. Everyone is fine.
We all have a lot of cleanup, but I'm dreading going home because it's going to be days and days and days and days of just stacking wood and cutting wood and stacking wood
Guys, it's so bad that the schools are calling
to check on
to check on
the student.
the students and the family, and the water's still residing. There was a place not far from us that you're going to hear a lot about. because they're finding a lot of bodies there.
And I do have one friend that I still haven't got in touch with, and
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos around it, and she needs lots of prayers if she made it, because it's bad.
Swananoa, we are about 45 minutes away from Swananoa, 30, 45. Swananoa is not that far. Black Mountain, Swananoa, it got hit pretty hard. But wait till you see the videos from Avery County that we've got, that we've took, that, when you
No,
hear
the only word we've got about the schools is they say they're closed until further
until
notice.
further notice, I mean, they don't,
I mean,
that's
there's
something.
still roads that they can't even get to people on. The Army was doing
National
drops.
Guard,
No, they're doing helicopter drops
National Guard, they're, and the
to
Army.
get supplies to them the best they can.
They're dropping
but
supplies. They got supply drops. FEMA's here. I know we saw FEMA, Texas. There's a lot of water rescue here. A lot of search and rescue teams on the ground. Coniver dogs. And you're going to hear a lot about Pensacola out of Yancey County. Remember that name, Pensacola? There were 2 trailer parks, and they got hit bad. And as the water resides, I don't want to. I'm saying this as for you to pray for these people. I'm not doing it to make a gore, but they're pulling people out of trees, whole families that they're finding that were together. So, guys, like I said, I'm not doing that to. These people, these families need your prayers, because they don't know that one of their family members has passed away, because nobody can get out. Nobody can.
we have a list, a community list, and if you can't be found, they'll put you on
The list. There's 2 lists.
the check-in list. They'll do what is it called?
Welfare.
A welfare check.
Blaine had one done on
Blaine
us.
had one done on us.
Blaine, I'm not joking.
We were number 256 on the welfare checklist.
256. They got the generator fired up. My phone went. And one of them is a text from a 467 number I didn't even know. And I opened it up and it said,
Mark yourself safe.
this is a welfare check. Mark yourself safe by replying. And if no reply, then we will assume that, and I said, yeah, we're safe.
But I mean, there's like small communities, there's a list, and they're going road by road by road the best they can just to check on these people. And if nobody's heard from them and somebody sends a welfare check, they'll re-update the list every day on Facebook, and they're just checking people off like that. I mean, it's.
Michelle from our Home Air Life.
You ain't lying. Those people from that welfare check called me to let they know they checked. Thank you, Blaine, for
Thank you,
caring.
Blaine. Blaine done a welfare
Thank you
check on
very
us.
much for caring about us.
Guys, we couldn't get out to nobody.
I mean, we were cut off from everybody. My mom, I had no idea if she was even coming to the beach. If anything had happened to her, my Aunt Karen has a tree on her house. Mom has a couple on her house. They did go to cut a tree off of their power line before they left. And as soon as he cut the tree, the power line flipped. And when it did, it caught Bobby and flipped him through the air. I mean, it's scary. And
So-
what we're going on to is. But yes, the organizations have pitched in. There's people handing out
Yes.
food.
I counted 12 different power companies from, we're talking Minnesota, Connecticut, you name it. I saw one at Sumter, South Carolina, Sumter Electric. I mean,
Hi, Sean.
they're
Thank you for
coming,
checking on us, Sean.
they're coming in from everywhere. And, the National Guard came. I guess you still asleep. I was out taking Kenny his supplies.
Unfortunately, I was so asleep and did not get to see the
The
National
boys,
Guard.
had gone up to the house to let the dog out, and feed the cat, and check on everything. And they said that when they come out with Brody out of the house, said, "Hey, there's 2 Army men standing in the driveway." So they looked at us and said,
Fred also had his marked on his welfare check.
Fred had some welfare?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Fred.
Fred.
And Eli even said, these two Army soldiers looked at us and said, "You guys all right? Need anything?" I said, "Yeah, we're good, we're good." And then they eventually made it down to my dad's road. And my grandpa told him he had enough medicine to make it till next week.
That's another thing. All of our pharmacies, all of our local
Yeah.
pharmacies, they're all flooded. They can't get nothing in. They can't give nothing out. Half of them can't even get into the pharmacy
But
because it's so full of mud and just.
they got all of his medicine bottles and wrote down the prescription numbers and everything and all. And they told him that they would be back in a couple of days with enough medicine to get him through another month. So the National Guard is, and they're going house to house doing that.
That is the thing, Spaceman. They are focusing a lot on Asheville because Asheville's the biggest country or biggest city.
Asheville is the biggest city, and
And
a lot right around in here or where we live gets overlooked.
I mean, the small town of Newland, that's where Eli goes to school. They have no fast food restaurants at all. The windows was busted out of all of them. All of them was covered in mud. There was houses floating in the middle of the road. And you don't hear
Floating down the
anything.
river.
You don't hear anything
But
about it.
it's bad everywhere.
I mean, they lost their only grocery store.
Yep.
They lost their only pharmacy, which was CB. No, they got two pharmacies, but they were
CVS,
both gone.
Across north, gone.
I
But
mean,
guys, we need a lot of help. We need a lot of prayers. That is what we need right now.
yes.
Uh,
The Ingles in our town, Meg.
It's
There was
cold.
one car left in the parking lot,
we got pictures.
and the trunk was up on it. And the bad thing is,
Mud.
you can see like half of their windows up in the trunk. That's it. That's all you can see. The rest is just straight mud.
And this will not take 6 months. It won't take a year. This will take years to come back from. Years and years to build back, but we will. And did you put a PayPal link in there?
No.
We can-
Blinded.
Thank you, Blaine.
I have an important question for Amber. Being the Olympic swimmer that you are, how was your backstroke? Hey, if this fat girl's got to swim to survive, I think I can do. I did my very best. It's my one thing I'm good at. But
We're not home. You know, like I said, we're away from home right now. We're gonna be.
maybe the next 2 days, maybe. I don't know exactly how long we're staying. I've got to go back to work because unfortunately Amber did not make it through another work week. Where's your little soundboard?
Said I
But,
when we get back, we're gonna have Bacon and Alicia on with us.
but when I do get back to work, I'm afraid I'm gonna be stuck at work. I did have a girl that worked. She had to jump out the window of her house and swim. She had no option. The river come through her house, so she had to jump out the window. She had to swim. I forget how far she was swimming, and she finally grabbed onto a tree and was able to climb up the bank.
And there's stories that we've heard, and everyone else
She
looked at.
lost her whole house, her car, everything all at once.
When social media gets restored back in Avery, Metro, Yancey County, Asheville, all these surrounding areas up in the mountains, whenever social media and everything does get back to there, then everyone else will hear these stories as well. But we heard that there was a husband and wife that were getting out of their house. The husband got out. The wife handed their baby to the husband. He picked the baby up, set the baby down, turned to get his wife, and she was gone.
Yeah, remember to tell you who that was. Jamie Green. Jamie Green.
Jamie Gwynn's wife, his wife. Oh,
No, that was him that picked his kid up. That's who it was.
See, I hadn't heard any names.
Yeah, Michelle, the camper that you guys stayed in, I'm sure
It's
it's
gone.
7 miles down the road.
It's gone.
That whole road's gone.
All those cabins on the other side from it.
The cabins that Ian stayed in, I didn't really see those, but the cabins that was right down the road from them, They were floating in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they were, one cabin came and hit the other one and pushed it into the road, and it got to floating down the road, and the other one floated down the river. And that's close to where one of her friends that they work with, I think we haven't heard anything from, that's close to her house. But
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah, the place you stayed at, Blaine and Fred and Connie.
I don't know. I haven't.
I've seen it. They took out the swinging bridge.
Yeah, that swinging bridge,
That giant swinging bridge that's been there for
not
527 years.
not tree limbs, not tree.
The
The
river.
river, the river took that
It
swinging
got up
bridge
that
out.
high. It took the swinging bridge out.
And Mallory, she knows because she was down in
Yeah.
that loop. She knows how
They're
high that swinging
just
bridge.
now they're finding the horses.
Yeah,
Some of them are with us, some of them are not, but they're trying to find the pastures for them because there's trees on all the cabins.
they are bringing empty cattle trailers in
Yeah.
to take cattle out to put them somewhere, that they can hold them till. I mean, we still got water residing like crazy.
Yeah.
If you do donate to that PayPal, we can help get the money out throughout the community. Because, like I said, I don't know. I can once we get out and get to talking to more people.
Yeah, we are. Gary with 2 R's. We have seen a lot of emergency disaster services. We have seen FEMA.
Yep.
Um,
There was a couple from Wake Forest. Wake Forest Fire Department. They're up.
yeah, I mean,
Wake Forest Water Rescue. But it's not just from there. Connecticut has. I know. I remember seeing Connecticut Search Party, Search and Rescue.
I'm not sure, Lily, because I haven't went to work to check in.
But it's
Whenever I do go to work, they're going to keep me, and I know this. That's why we're not sure how long we're going to stay, because the ones that are there now are just exhausted. They're
They're-
running on. I mean, they're staying the night.
they're going to have to do a swap out.
We're just going to swap out, and I'll be at work for 5-6 days straight, and then finally get to come home, and somebody else will take my place. But
Someone said that this just hearsay. Like I said, we haven't, but they are setting up temporary substations to try to get us temporary power until they can get the permanent power solution fixed. Michelle, I tried to tell this earlier, sent me a link to where Elon Musk has opened up Starlink
yes, we
for the
did,
next
Michelle.
30 days to whoever in that affected area. So we can, I'm
Yeah,
sure, get on
Michelle said,
Starlink.
"Well, we walk back over that bridge." That's how high the water was.
Yeah, Michelle, that's the bridge.
I mean, just trying to get down our road on the 4-wheeler,
Because
it was power lines, and we was propping power lines up with
sticks,
sticks.
we would take sticks and power lines that had failed that we knew were dead. We would cut us a limb out of a tree and prop it up so we could drive under. It's either under them or over them. But the guy that told me about the swinging bridge, I told him, I said, "There's no trees around there. I mean, what took the swinging bridge down?" He said, "The river."
The river.
I said, "There is no way." He said, "The river." I can't imagine it. I can't imagine how our homes are safe. I can't imagine how our vehicles are safe.
I can't imagine because I know the coffee.
Well,
But
that's why I said your prayers were heard. Our prayers were heard. So keep praying. Keep them coming.
Megan and Drew said, "Please remember me following my follow-up appointment post surgery coming this week."
Megan will be praying. All right. So guys,
Sorry
That's
if
it.
I missed your comments.
she's had.
I'm really good at reading them and answering to myself.
I don't have a computer. I don't have a laptop. I don't have
Sorry.
I do have a new phone.
He will read back through them, I promise. Even if he has to respond one at a time, he will.
And if you're texting, keep texting and emailing. And if you don't hear from me for a couple hours, you know that we're back home and the generator's cut off.
Yeah.
But when we
That's-
fire it back up and I get it, I'll reply. And while we got the generator running one night and Amber's with us to let the freezers and everything freeze back, we'll go live with Nathan and Alicia, and you can hear their story because it will make the hair on your neck stand up.
But
And those
we're
little
all
girls,
we're all alive, and the girls, the oldest one's a little shooken by.
Yeah,
She
she-
keeps saying, "I want to go to my
She
house."
says, I want to go to my house. And then she'll come to me and she'll say, Scotty, you know, when I get my new house, I'm going to get a new swing and I'm going to get a new
I'm gonna get a new
trampoline.
bedroom with unicorn. She understands what's going on. She
She's
just doesn't
kindergarten.
know why she can't go home.
She's in kindergarten. And the other one just turned 3. We celebrated her birthday.
Misha, honey, we need you all the time. You just come right on, sweetheart. Me and you can. I don't know what we do. We can't shop. Ain't nothing open, but.
I tell you what we can do. Whenever they open the state up to let people from outside come in, I've got a church with a basement that we can shovel mud out of.
We can shovel mud all day long.
So we may have to get some, and Paul Bond said that we may have to get a cleaning crew up, sit doing a shindig, we'll do a church cleaning and cook out and fireworks.
We'll blow something up.
We'll blow something up.
We're really gonna blow something up.
Any more questions?
Do I have a link to her?
TikTok?
No, her interview. I don't. To be honest with
No.
you, I haven't even watched.
I hadn't seen it. She just told me this when we talked to them this evening because I called them to see if they had found a place to wash clothes, a laundromat.
If we can find Wi-Fi girlfriend, we can do it.
And she told me then that she spoke to somebody with ABC. She said what ABC wanted to do was mainly use her video, and she said they may quote some of the things that they asked me. But Fox News at 8 a.m. in the morning, I don't know if it's going to be a live interview or a tape delayed interview, but Fox News is supposed to call them at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning and talk to them because it's wild, and you can really see the mudslide, and then once she starts in the house, all you can see is youngins being pitched.
Max says Paul's a great supervisor. Every team needs a supervisor.
We need a leader. Paul, you be our supervisor. You just bring your guitar and
You
pick
keep
for
us
us.
entertained.
You pick for us while we. No, guys, we appreciate
Hi,
it.
farm wife. We're a little crazy right now. We're a little distraught, but welcome.
What is up, farm wife? We spaced out and eat something for tonight.
No, my belly is eating this cat.
And that was one thing Blaine, when we were texting today, Blaine said,
Yeah, the music store flooded.
yeah, Paul.
Everything downtown is gone.
I mean, the windows are busted out of that store.
The river came up so high, it took all the train tracks. It took the train depot, everything on Lower Street. The windows is busted out.
That little cannon they had set up there for commemorative. I don't know where it's at. No Chucky by now, probably. But
Misha, I'm sure you're a really good supervisor. I'm pretty sure her whip might crack tighter than Paul's. Hey, can't have too many. Come on.
what's up, Turquoise BB? Guys, Amber,
I'm telling you,
if she can't say your name, don't hold it against her because she can't read. There was a time where Amber went to a different school and she can't spell and she can't. So, what's up, Turquoise BB? Thank you for being here. I can't see the chat, so
if he's missed you and you have a question, he will respond. I'll give him something to do while I'm in the ocean tomorrow.
but guys, if
I don't know if Kenny's got water. I don't know about the town of Bakersville. I know it'll be a while before we get water back because our sewer busted.
Not our sewer,
Our
but
sewer treatment plant
sewer treatment plant,
busted into the.
we're not on that. We have city water, but we have our own sewer. But
Yeah, but
they cut us off.
because they
they
can't treat the
can't treat
sewer.
But now I know for a fact Kenny has like drinking water
Yeah, Kenny's got plenty of bottled water. We made sure of that.
and like I said, Kenny's neighbors, one of them. I mean, they've got drills. They're making coffee because Kenny gets a cup of coffee. So I get 2 cups of coffee a day. And I told him, I said, well, we'll bring you some coffee. And he said, well, I can't do nothing with it. I said, you can give it to them and tell them to cook it or to boil it, make it, and pass it out throughout the community there since everybody's just.
We need to make sure for legal defense during cleanup / meetup.
It'll work.
Say it's a you were not. It is not a crime until you are caught.
Is that it for the question? What's up, Sean? It said, for your information, Scott, this new year period is a time of repentance.
Happy wife, happy life. See, Sean gets it.
I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, Scott was not a happy camper when I just popped up and said we're going to the beach.
Well, I mean,
He was not happy at all. He said we've got so much stuff to do here, Amber.
got a church I
And
haven't
he
even
said,
got to.
and I said, Scott, 2 days is not gonna make a difference. It's gonna be here when we get back. And for my mental health and my sanity, I've got to get out of this house with all these people because I'm going nuts.
I said, you've been nuts.
And he said, and you're going to a house with more people. And I said, but it's different people. We can get on their nerves for a while.
Any more questions?
Even
Judge, jury, and general, says Paul. General Lee.
guilty as charged, Misha says. You're only guilty if you get caught. Debbie Downer Scott, that was him. He was not happy we were coming until about halfway here.
Again, I thank God he allowed Amber to get more cigarettes because Scott almost had to come visit me. Yeah, I walked. I mean, I wanted to quit, but right now it's not the time.
Marjorie Embers.
What's up, Miss Marjorie? Welcome in. I'm going to stop kicking it country. I will be praying for you and your family. Thank you, Marjorie. And guys,
Prayers are definitely needed. Like I said, we're definitely not through this, but God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it.
and it's like I was talking to a guy the other day that, we did have church service Sunday night.
We sure did. At the neighbor's house, by the fire pit, in the carport.
And I preached.
We did.
And I preached that don't ask God why, but just be thankful. We don't need to know why. God knows the reason. And something good's going to happen out of this. I don't know what it is. We look through a glass darkly. We can't see what's on the other side, but He does. And something good will come out of this. I know that for a fact. And
Paul says, next disaster, we're all meeting in flames.
yeah.
Eh.
Blaine, did you and Mallory get the power back on?
Yes, they did.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, y'all.
Mentioned
It's
I
time to
am
eat supper.
a Crabby husband told me I complained too much. I told him if he did something correct, I wouldn't have to be complaining. Scott tells me there's no need to remind him, but once every 6 months, he will get to it.
It's on my to-do list.
The to-do list that never gets to done.
Well, you just have to let me know. It's like on that welfare check. You're number 256.
That's the truth. I'm always number 256.
Guys,
I used to tell Mom that I'll do it when I get around to it. So she, being my mother, went cut a piece of wood about this round, and on it with a Sharpie wrote around to it. And she said, "Here, now you've got around to it."
all right, guys. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for being here tonight. We're safe. We still don't have any power. Still don't have any service.
Well, Paul, I got some tents and air mattresses too, but they may be a little muddy. But we can spray them off; they'll be fine.
They're in their bag, so they're probably all right.
Maybe we don't know.
The only thing we've totally lost the building, and
It can be replaced.
yes, 100%.
We're all alive.
But guys, continue to pray for us. Continue to pray for our communities, not just our community, but the communities around us, the counties around us, and not just Western North Carolina, but everyone that's affected. This is, I think you said like 6 states or something like that, but remember each and every one in your prayers. Irving, Tennessee was hit bad. Rome Mountain, Tennessee was hit. Parts of Georgia, I know, was hit.
I mean, eventually it's going to affect everybody somehow, but
Just continue to pray for us. I've got good videos to put up whenever we can get enough service to put them up.
I ain't gonna be healthy for long, Sean. If he don't come on, I'm starving. When we got here, of course, we got here so late. We didn't even stop anywhere. So we got up today and we went straight to the beach. And then we came back, and then our kids want to go to the beach. So we went back to the beach. And then I was like, man, I'm hungry. So let's go get something to eat. And then I kind of went shopping.
But while,
But I just went to get like shampoo and stuff.
and a razor, I'm shaving.
I thought shave you use a bun. But
While we were down at the ocean, I mean, I hadn't thought about eating. That's why when Blaine said, eat
yeah.
you something. Cause I'm
Now I'm starving. My belly's eating my backbone.
just sitting there watching the waves roll. You can kind of hit the reset button on, well, we've got to do this when we get home. And if we can't do this, but when we're going to get back to work, we can still do this. And we can move this to that, move this to,
Yep.
God's got it. He's going to take care of it. I can't worry about it. So, thank you for your prayers. Continue to pray for us. Thank you for coming by. Are we ready to get out of here?
I guess so.
Don't worry. Yeah, you get there.
God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it.
100%.
Now he's gonna bring me to this Philly cheesesteak I got sitting out here waiting on me.
Yes.
Good night, guys.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for checking on us.
We love you. We out.
Oh, I'm hungry.